You know, there are better ways to get a woman's number, she said, tilting her head, a teasing smile dancing on her lips. Her yellow silk blouse caught the sunlight, glowing like gold as she crossed her arms, watching him with that classic, been hit on too many times look. The Navy SEAL didn't blink. He stood in full uniform, holding a crumpled sticky note in one hand and a school backpack in the other. He had just approached her outside the school gates, where parents waited to pick up their kids. Around them, laughter and voices buzzed. But in that moment, the air hung still. He looked at her again. Square jaw, stormy eyes, the quiet posture of someone who's seen more than he'll ever say. Actually, he said calmly, that's my daughter's emergency contact form. She chose you. I didn't know who you were until I saw you now. The words hit like a switch flipping. Her smile froze. What? She looked down at the note he'd handed her. There, in childish handwriting, was her name, Miss Rachel, and below it, in bubble letters, my favorite teacher. She listens. She smells like flowers. His voice was low, steady. You stayed with her when she cried last week, right? She said someone at school told her military dads don't come home, that they always disappear. You sat with her for 20 minutes. No one else did. Rachel blinked. Her breath caught. She remembered now. The little girl Emma curled up in the reading corner, eyes red, fists clenched. Rachel had sat beside her, told her stories about bravery, about strong dads, about how real heroes don't leave, they lead. I'm sorry, she whispered, the teasing tone gone. I thought, he smiled gently. I know what it looked like. I get that a lot. Most people don't expect someone like me to be at pickup wearing this. He gestured to the uniform. But I promised her I'd make it to every Friday pickup, even if I've been awake for 36 hours. Rachel looked at him. Really looked, now not at the uniform, not the sharp lines of his face, but the weariness just behind his eyes, the kind of exhaustion that doesn't come from work, but from worry. Her mum? She asked softly. Gone, he said. Cancer. Last year. I'm all she has now. The sound of children laughing in the background suddenly felt miles away. Rachel swallowed hard. Her heart cracked open as she saw it, all his strength, his restraint, the pain wrapped in silence. And still, he showed up. Hair neatly trimmed, boots polished, face calm, backpack in hand. I didn't know she wrote my name down, she said. She says you're the only one who sees her when she's scared, he replied. And if something ever happened to me, I needed to make sure someone she trusts is called first, not last. Rachel's hands trembled slightly as she held the note. It was sticky, warm from his hand. She looked back up at him. No trace of flirtation now, just awe. I've been a SEAL for 12 years, he said, exhaling. But raising her, that's the real mission. And the scariest one. Honestly. She nodded. You're doing it right. He smiled, trying. The school bell rang. Doors opened. Children flooded out. Emma spotted him instantly. Daddy! She squealed, running full speed. He dropped the backpack, crouched down, arms wide. She launched into him, and he lifted her like she weighed nothing. She clung to him, eyes shut tight. The kind of hug that says, please never let go. Rachel watched, hands still clutching the note, heart swelling. This wasn't just a soldier. This was a man who'd chosen to fight battles most never see, who wore strength like armor, but kindness like a second skin. Emma looked up and saw Rachel. Miss Rachel, I picked you for my emergency buddy. Rachel laughed gently. I saw that. The SEAL stood, daughter in his arms, and met Rachel's eyes. I'm not asking for anything, he said quietly. Just thank you. For seeing her. For being that person. Rachel didn't speak for a second. Then she stepped forward, touched his arm lightly. It's not about asking. It's about showing up. And you do that better than most. He nodded once, then turned to go. Emma waved wildly over his shoulder as they walked away. And Rachel stood there in the golden light, sticky note still in hand, heart completely changed. She'd misread him, judged the uniform, assumed the approach was about her. But what he said didn't just humble her, it rewrote something inside her. Because not every strong man comes in shouting, some arrive carrying backpacks, some speak softly, and some just want someone kind enough to care when it counts. Before we end this story, let us know in the comments where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your feelings with us in the comments.